So what's your plan? What's your plan? What do you want to do? What's your future look like? How high? Like, what are you trying
The
to
highest of heights. There's no glass ceiling, okay? Highest of heights in anything that I do. I'm just a creative in all ventures. I want to do more than just music, but music is a passion of mine. You can't do something if it's not going to be your passion, especially in a creative sense. But cinematography, I do that stuff because I have to, but I also do that stuff because I like it. We mountain down, now tell me where you been. It's Adrian Nyce, that's worldwide, not an eye. Interviewing your favorite guest while I'm trying to stay fly.
All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Mouthin Out, another episode of Mouthin Out.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I'm here with another special guest. I'm going to have him introduce himself. Go ahead. Give it to him.
My name is Austin Fortson. We coming out of the Charlotte, part of the realists to come out here and do our thing. We with my man A-Dog. Good seeing you again.
Yes, sir. It's funny that you say A-Dog. I heard you say that the other day, too. But, that used to be my nickname.
All right. It's
crazy.
not surprising. Adrian, Austin, A, throw it in there.
This girl gave it to me, actually, because I was like, dog.
Yeah, That's A-Dog. That's my boy A-Dog.
That's why that, rings with me. But cool. Thanks for coming today, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. How you feeling this morning?
Man, the sun is shining, the money grinding. Check the clock. Everything's in divine timing. Life is good.
Okay. This man feeling good.
Yeah. What else are you supposed to feel right now? You know what I'm saying?
Well, right now, yeah, you should definitely be feeling good. But, people be going through it some days. So
you don't expect nobody to cry their problems on the pod to you.
Yeah, yes, I do. No, I don't expect but it happens.
Yeah, this recession hitting hard. You think you owe me $1?
Bro, I've done heard some stuff. I done definitely heard some stuff.
I bet you had over 700 interviews. You've probably seen all types of people, all types of energies, all types of people on the mic.
For sure. They just, some people just feel like this is their therapy session.
Wrong.
Now this is time for you to pop your shit.
Yeah, but the people that be on social media posting all their problems on black screens. It's like if you haven't learned that nobody cares about that on your social media by now in 2023, you're never gonna learn. Just cut that out.
Never gonna learn.
Stop it. Stop doing that.
So you are from Charlotte?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
From Charlotte, yeah. Born and raised. I was out in Indian Trail, but moved out Charlotte. So yeah.
What was it like for you growing up?
It's normal, nothing crazy. Good parents, good brothers. Never really had cousins my age, but the cousin that I did have, we was cool at the time. But it's funny that I'm real close with my brothers, and my brothers be talking to other people, and it's they don't really have that same sort of brotherly relationship. So it's So siblingship, brotherhood, family is a big part of me.
That's how it is with my family too. I got a sister. I got half sisters and stuff, but I got one full sister. Right. And we ain't the closest. We close, but we ain't close. Do or die, we got each other's backs, but we ain't what I'm saying.
I mean, this family dynamics like that too, but at the end of the day, it's all hopefully love.
Yeah.
even through hateful times, it's still
facts.
love at the baseline. So
what? How many siblings you got?
Three brothers. Yeah.
And then where are you?
I'm the second middle, so the second youngest. Yeah, two older, one younger.
Do y'all be fighting a lot, or when y'all growing up, were y'all fighting a lot?
Growing up, it'd be the brotherly fights, petty shit. But
shit.
Yeah, exactly, wrestling, fighting and whatnot. But now we all in good spirits. For sure. I mean, there's never been any sort of animosity with our stuff. And it's unfortunate that some of my brothers was also in the creative space. My youngest brother, he's a photographer, and so whenever he's in the chance to be in the Charlotte right now, I take him out to some places. He helps take some of my pictures, take some of my man Frank's, another artist in Charlotte, helps take some of his pictures when he can. And so we took him out to Evening Muse the one night.
Yeah.
There was just a jazz cover band playing and whatnot, and I just told him, just go do your thing. You gotta start somewhere, make connections. So he was taking the photos there. Afterward, we're leaving. They had their manager by the door. And I was telling him, just go ahead and just talk to them, see where you can submit the pictures.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, so she was like, I respect you so young doing the thing and whatnot. And so She was like, next time we're in Charlotte, we'll hit you up. And I was like,
Damn.
You're going to have some people like that. I doubt they're coming through. But they actually came through. So shout out to them. But my other brothers, growing up, we was into like back when YouTube was like the 5-star rating system, before the thumbs up, thumbs down. One of my older brothers, we did like make these short films. We'd upload them on YouTube or whatnot. And my oldest brother, he's like real creative too. He's like a screenwriter. He's doing stuff like that. He's trying to. So always tight shit with my brothers. It's like,
so y'all
it's like the Ninja Turtles.
Do the YouTube thing back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day when it was just new up on there, you could catch anything on YouTube.
Exactly.
It's different now.
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's grown so big, man. It's the new era, new kids nowadays. That's all they know.
They don't really know television like that.
Exactly.
Like YouTube is their television. Just anything on there. I mean, you see just YouTube creators, podcasts they're putting on there, they're getting these big deals, big brand ambassadors and everything like that. It's YouTube. YouTube is like the future. Even like regular TV shows can't keep up with the amount of entertainment and content that's on YouTube.
Because once you got your following, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Now getting that following might be a little difficult. But
once you got it, you can talk some stuff, negotiate some deals, all that. Leverage. You got the leverage.
Leverage in anything that you do, especially in a creative space where essentially you're having to rely on other people to take your craft to the next level. They're not going to always do that in your favor unless you have leverage.
Facts. Were any of your brothers like ever into like music or trying to rap? Rap?
Nah. One of my brothers, he was like in band class, but they wasn't rappers. But my oldest brother, he actually got me into rap inadvertently. He didn't know, but like laying around in his room or whatnot, it was like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, and Ludacris' Word of Mouth album in there. Back in the CDs, and we was listening. I would listen to that, and we'd even incorporate that. It was to our YouTube videos before YouTube was getting copyright strikes and everything like that. But yeah. So yeah.
Dang. So he indirectly planted that seed.
It introduced me into the knowing of more rap aside from just radio. Yeah. Because my dad he would always listen to like blues and jazz type, just in car rides. My mom was more R&B, and so aside from radio, I wasn't really too much into familiar with rap. But he got me into that, put me onto like LimeWire, FrostWire stuff. Yeah, no viruses. We got no viruses during that. So, but yeah,
we're the good old days. Oh man, I was watching his interview, and it was with Soulja Boy, and he was breaking down how he took advantage of LimeWire.
He was like titling his stuff other popular songs at the time. Yeah, Rick Rolling.
Exactly. I'm like, that's so genius.
Yeah. I mean, it. I don't know if it would work that same strategy today.
No,
people
not
are more savvy.
Yeah, it's different now.
Annoyed. But even doing that, or even like just spamming up on MySpace, where you have like you could actually have your music playing on your profile on MySpace too. Soulja Boy innovator, Soulja Boy a legend.
Definitely. Who's thinking of doing that at the time though?
It worked out for him too. So.
Definitely.
But that's just part of being a creative. Just also being a creative in the business world, you got to be creative with your business too, and just marketing just different strategies.
Facts.
That's the struggle for a lot of people too.
Facts. And so when did you, if you can remember, did you hop in an actual studio? And this could be like a home studio, just your laptop.
So I got to shout out Franks for this one. We was back in high school. Since early middle school, early elementary school, I've been into like poetry and whatnot. But like it evolved into where early high school freshman year, they gave out the laptops and the Google Chrome on there or whatnot, Google Docs. And so we was in the automotive technology class working on cars and stuff, but we wasn't knowledgeable on that. So we would be cutting around bullshit and rapping and whatnot. So we had a rap doc. We had like the whole school on there, even people from other schools just in the rap doc, just typing up bars and stuff. And we was in the classrooms all sorts of day. We had several different variations because it get deleted and whatnot. We had rap doc 2.0, everything in the Google Docs. And one day he was just like, "Yo, are you like serious about this?" And I'm like, "Let's do it." So we got some equipment like senior year, but I didn't actually record until like my first year in college. Just at my house, we had never really went into a studio. We just tried to set up our own stuff at the crib. So.
Was he rapping before?
Oh yeah, back in high school, all the time. Yeah. That's what we was doing. We was getting the rap beefs in there in the Google
Doc.
We diss tracks in the Google Doc. Man, English class, we not paying attention to nothing. We getting these bars off.
So y'all rap battling basically, but through words on the doc.
Yeah, and that some lunchroom stuff at the table and everything, or in class too. I mean, we had like
that's dope.
Yeah, we because we wasn't paying attention in the auto tech class more than we should have. But we even had like the teacher getting on our ass about that, and we got him to rap freestyle with us. We got him. What? Yeah, we wasn't doing the best in the class, and so he was like, "Yo," he was like, "Give us some extra credit, man." He's like, "Go ahead and make a rap about automotive technology," and I was just like, "Okay, yeah, we did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
shout out to teacher.
It was garbage. It was garbage, but we did that.
Yeah, facts. Do you remember your first song that you recorded? Like, give me if you do you remember the bars? Give me like 4 or 8 bars from it.
It was trash.
No matter how corny,
garbage. We called it NASCAR, and I was like, my verse. I started off. It was like going faster than NASCAR zooming. You could broadcast us, we be booming. I need a bag like a Santa sack, money on my mind like a Santa hat. Shifted to go mode. Cameras on me, I'm a GoPro.
Okay, cameras on me, I'm a GoPro. Okay.
It flowed garbage. Mix was terrible. It was in the garage band on like a snowball ice mic. It was trash. Yeah, no.
I remember that.
But we evolved, so now we up in Charlotte. We got our own place, and we built our own home studio there. So it's just evolving there. Yeah.
That's dope, man. It's good to see growth. How many songs would you say like you've recorded over the years?
Several.
How long have you been rapping?
On the mic since probably about 2017. Yeah, first year of college. Yeah.
So what that's
2016, 2017.
5 years, 4 years, something like that.
Yeah,
6 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
How many songs would you say you've put out?
Put out?
Recorded.
Oh, recorded. Just songs and song concepts and whatnot. Well over like 100 or so, but I mean, a lot of those are garbage. A lot of those are just concept. A lot of those need to go back and redo. But yeah, we kind of hold ourselves to the music for like a kind of high standard. I just dropped at the top of last year, a project called Differences, an EP, and the whole thing about it was, I mean, everybody knows somebody that do music. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I was just trying to let it be known that what I'm doing is not like what they've been hearing. It's not like the bum SoundCloud rapper, you know. It's not. I was trying to be real creative stuff. You see a lot of people that's just making music and it's just copying a trend or just repetitive, just not creative, garbage. So I was just trying to show them what the difference is. You know what I'm saying?
That EP, how many songs were on it? Like 6, 5?
8. Yeah.
8. And it's out right now.
Yeah, that's been out.
So if you could send the people to one song on that EP, which song would you send them to?
It'd have to be track 2, Dream Girl. That's my highest stream song. Yeah. I knew it was gonna be the highest stream one off the.
How did you know, bro?
You just know, don't you? You just got a feeling. Yeah. It's just intuition on that, but yeah.
Interesting. What is the track about? Kind of break it down, concept.
So just the idea of just a lot of people just again just jumping on wave, just thirsting over their dream girl, you know, whatever she may be or whatnot, and she's not really like how they fantasize about. Mm-hmm. And just me, I've never been like the type of person to just be like the ultra thirsty dude that actually be going mad extra, just like everybody on that chick. I want to get that chick too. No,
I'm nonchalant with it.
But I'm nonchalant with it, really. But I mean, a lot of people be pressed about women and just whatever that they are trying to chase. And I just don't do that, but yet it still can't come naturally to me.
Tell them we chasing these checks.
We chasing the checks, and sometimes we not even chasing the checks. We letting the checks come to us.
Ooh,
so,
okay, okay. When do you plan on releasing like another entire project?
So at the tail end of last year, I went on like a 2-month run of just like every week just putting out a new single. And so just to heat it back up, get the monthly listeners up and whatnot. It's dropped off now just because I haven't dropped off of anything. But I plan on making another EP coming out soon. It's a sequel to my first EP that I put out. It was like a 3-song EP called Love and Hate. So I'm working on Love and Hate 2. Just wanting to do that, just elevate it, visuals and whatnot. I just dropped a music video for Dream Girl actually. And so we're just trying to get more visuals, more production quality, better music, improve it all, you know.
Was that the video that I saw that was shot?
Yeah. Okay, so I shot that out in Iceland with my girl. She's a flight attendant, so she got the hook up to go out there.
Dope scenery.
Yeah, so we was
dope
yeah. And so even with like music videos, that didn't come out the way I wanted to because we was rushing there. Because the time we went there, it was only like 4 hours of sunlight there, and we overslept the first 2 days, so we couldn't even get like sunlight there. So we kind of rushed job, and it's cold as bricks out there. Yeah. But I still wanted to do, like images that look like they could be like great pictures, like cinematography. Facts. Not too effects heavy on there, but just trying to do a lot more visuals like that. Just mini movies with the music. You know, I feel like music videos is a lost art. I feel like a lot of things surrounding music and creativity around it is a lost art, from like album covers to sequencing on the music on a project or whatever it may be, to just promotional tactics surrounding it too. So we shot like a trailer for Differences as well. I shot like a mini trailer for that, and I even shot a trailer for like my first EP, Love and Hate, a while back ago. I shot like a little trailer for that too. So we want to do stuff like that, just make it high quality as we can.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. It is kind of like a lost art. I feel like people are just very lazy with it, if that makes sense.
Man, like, they lazy with it. They throw anything at the wall. I'm tired of the 20-track albums, man. I'm not sitting through it all.
I mean, unless you got like a name or something like.
It's not even sometimes. Not even sometimes.
So, who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist fluctuates. I don't have a number one favorite, but
who do you listen to a lot? Like, who could you say, like, damn, who do you go to a concert for?
So I'm actually not big into concerts.
I've
only been to a few select concerts. And it's a wild like collection of concerts that I've been to. I think the first concert I went to was The Dream. Okay. I've gone to a Nav concert. I've gone to a Kendrick concert, and I've gone to a Tyler the Creator concert.
So Kendrick drops a 22-song album. Are you listening
to it? Because it's probably been 6 years. It's probably been like 6 years since he dropped one. But I'll listen to it. Is it going to be in one sitting? I hope so, because I hope it's that good where I'm not going to want to be distracted from it.
Yeah.
But even with the Mr. Morale and the Big Step, is a 2-track album, a double disc album, whatnot. I was able to sit through that because he makes good music. At the end of the day, if you make good music, I'm gonna just want to have good music. But people are just throwing mid, trash, just anything just to boost up streams. Just quantity over quality is what they're doing. And that's not really my approach with things. That's why I don't have a whole lot of music out, just because I could drop just music that I believe is subpar for myself, but I don't want to do that. I want to really show them what the difference is. You know?
Yeah. And so let's talk about streaming services. So out of the what streaming services do you release to?
All of them. Yeah, just through DistroKid.
Which ones do you like focus on?
Spotify, I guess, just because it's easier to get playlisting for there.
I was about to say why, but I mean, so Apple Music, but Apple Music pays you a little more, like, or does that matter?
It does, and I check all the bank on there, but it doesn't really matter if you're not getting the listeners that you can somewhere else. Just because it has a higher return per listen doesn't mean that you're gonna make more.
Facts. Because I'll be looking at just artists' stats and stuff like that, and they definitely don't be.
I be pocket. I be looking at the stats. I'm looking at them.
No, I definitely feel like Spotify can be more. I don't want to use the word convenient, but just like everything.
Well, I think it's the biggest streaming platform too, and it's got to be that for a reason. So, I feel like and they give a lot more creativity for the artists submitting on there. Like you could do like the canvases on there for the background videos playing on the songs. I feel like it's just a better reach.
Why do you choose DistroKid as opposed to like United Masters or like any of the other ones?
At the time in like 2017 when we was looking at stuff, I don't think United Masters was a thing or as big as a thing, and so we were just looking around and DistroKid came up. I mean, you could use TuneCore. I felt like they might be. We was looking them all up, comparing, contrasting, and whatnot. I think they were all just more or less the same. So we just went. We think at the time the cheaper option. Yeah.
So there's been like news reports, articles, talk just about artists, lawsuits, stuff like that. They want to basically, Spotify, Apple Music, the streaming service to pay the artist more, basically. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that's way over most people's head because logistically, you could say back in the day when you would pay for an album or pay for a song, you paid for it and you could listen to it once and they paid out more, but you can listen to something several times over in a stream. Okay, well, if you're doing that, it's going to dilute the value of it. Supply and demand. If you're going to have a whole bunch of that stuff, it's just going to devalue it. So I don't know who's to say is the percentage per song. I don't think there's a right answer. I'm sure there's way smarter analysis for people who's doing that. Do I think the streaming services are probably keeping the lion's share to themselves? Absolutely, their business. They're not gonna screw themselves over. But that's just way over most people's heads, I believe. A lot of people would want to say, it sounds good, pay the artist more. Okay, how much more? Pay them how? I don't know those answers to those things. So
look, let's do some little math real quick. Okay, so check it. All right, so it might have changed now, but when I was looking at the stats or whatever, so each listener accounts for like 3 streams on average, or whatever the case may be. Okay. So, they average out whatever 1,000 streams might equal, $3 or $5.
I think I saw the ratio was like a million streams only equates to about $6,000.
So look, if you're not gonna get paid until you get like 1,000 streams or whatever the case may be, and then you have at least, each person equates to 3 streams. So that's like 300 people that have to sign up and listen to their music, and they're paying how much? Like $10? $7, something like that.
You ain't getting much. You ain't getting much.
So, but I'm saying the company's gonna make like $700 before you even make your $5, $3.
Which is how it's gonna be.
That's crazy though.
If that's the ratio, but how many artists are there? Like, you got to think of if they're like the employer, if Spotify's the employer and you working at a McDonald's or whatever, and Spotify is that McDonald's in this comparison, you're not having just like a few employees there. Mm-hmm. You're having everyone globally there. Mm-hmm. And they're all putting out some sort of thing. So I think I saw that, I don't know if that's true, if it got passed through, or they're passing the idea of like the higher streamed artists take more of a percentage than people who are lower streamed. And I don't know. That sounds like it would make sense. If you're doing more, you get more. But who's to say? Yeah,
because I think then it boils back down to like YouTube, where their value is not necessarily in like the viewers, but it's in time. Time spent on the platform,
which would be a good thing, because retentionship is a big thing. If you just listen to something or just watch something for just not even like a tenth of the time, did you really even watch it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you big on YouTube? Well, I may not know you said you guys do the videos, but as far as like incorporating with the music and stuff like that.
Nah, my YouTube only has like 2 uploads on there. I want to get more into just YouTubing, like putting up videos, music videos, lyric videos even. We've even talked about just behind the scenes vlogs and whatnot.
Visualizers.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff like that. But that's time, resources, and stuff. Yeah. And got to do it right. I mean, no sense in doing something half-ass.
So what's your plan? Like, what's your plan? What do you want to do? What's your future look like? How high? Like, what are you trying to do?
Highest of heights. There's no glass ceiling, okay? Highest of heights in anything that I do. I'm just a creative in all ventures. I want to do more than just music, but music is a passion of mine. Mm-hmm. You can't do something if it's not going to be your passion, especially in a creative sense. But cinematography, photography, I do that stuff because I have to, but I also do that stuff because I like it. I very much like it. To the point where I would even want to make a movie.
Well, I was about to say, it can only help you too. Like, even if you are doing that stuff and you're still an artist, whenever you do like get the proper team around you, you can effectively communicate your vision or whatever you want. But continue.
Yeah, and I mean, that just is more important to why to do it in the building block stage while you're at. So if you can work with a director, you know how to help them help you in anything that you do. But I mean, I have so many ideas, man. TV shows, movies, plays, even. Wow. I have an idea of this book that I might even start writing soon.
That's dope.
It's just creative in all ventures. Even just on a day to day, I've learned how to like sew, even just to like make my own clothes, just on the casual. Nothing crazy, nothing to like distribute or anything like that, or make my own brand or anything. At the moment,
you never know,
You never know, but learn how to do that. Learn even how to make rugs, just like tufting rugs and stuff. Just if I have an interest in something, I'm gonna try and want to see that through.
Dang. So, but okay, with all of that, how do you focus? How do you choose what to focus on?
Whatever pulls me at the time. I mean, music is the big focus now, so that's always gonna be on the front burner. Where some other things take some time on the back burner or whatnot, but whatever really just strikes the most passion in me.
Got you. And so are you wanting to stay independent or get signed?
it makes dollars, it makes sense. I mean, there's no point in getting signed where you don't have leverage in the deal like we was talking about. You got to have your own fan base first because, again, you'll know how to have the label help you more. I've seen a lot of people that are like signed to the Rock Nation, and I just like go to like their Spotify. I told you I'm pocket watching. I'm seeing the monthly listeners. I'm like, at a point in time when I was putting out music consistently, I had more than that. Your streams on the songs aren't that much more than mine.
Yeah.
So what is the label really doing for you?
Yeah.
Getting you that connects. You look cool taking pictures with, whoever is such and such, but I mean, does it make sense for you to be? Are they going to help you in the way that's going to push you forward?
So now what if you like use the record label to get your fame notoriety up and then use that, then get out the deal and use that to...
And that's what I've even thought of too. I mean, I've already like strategically aware if I'm going to do something with my music and business, I'm going to do it right. But like using them as a stepping stone, absolutely. Yeah. Even just on a small time like management deal. Yeah. See how he's contacting like venues and stuff to get you on those bookings. See like email listings and stuff like that. Marketing. See how they do. Like I if I were to be signed, I'm going to be like checking how things are getting done. You know,
learn it and all.
Yeah, learn it and even make connections with the people doing that too. So even if you like get out the deal, they're not just going to be like, fuck you, I'm not going to help you with anything. You know what I'm saying? They want to actually work with you. I feel as though building genuine connections with people is the best way to get things done for you on a business scale or with anything in life. You know, you see a lot of networking events. They're just basically like poachers out there, man. They're just looking at how they can like use you. And very little on how they can help you too.
Facts.
And that's why I'm trying to get more into the networking, trying to do more and stuff like that, like the event we went to and stuff. But like, but
that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? You got
nothing's gonna be for free. You're gonna have to help people.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. You just treat them accordingly because at the end of the day, you're gonna want something too. You know what I'm saying? In order, to keep leveling up your music career, you're like, you need the DJs, or you need. Something along in the music industry. So
nothing wrong with using people. You just can't misuse people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Misuse and abuse. Exactly. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
But it is a relationship. So
if you can't be used, you're useless.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Have you thought about moving to a different state? Or Charlotte?
Yeah. Me and Frank talked about that at the top of the year. Because he's from New York. He was talking about moving back to New York or something just temporarily. But I'm just like, let's use this year to juice up Charlotte as much as we can, do as much as we can, push as hard as we can, and see where we can go from there. Because no matter the location that you are who you are. If you're not going to do something here, what's the point of me moving somewhere else where I'm going to do the same thing?
100%.
Now, quality of life may be better, yes, but if I'm having a goal and I'm trying to achieve that goal, I don't think it really matters the location where I'm at.
Facts.
So I have no interest in moving.
Nah, I'm a firm believer in if you can't do it at your home or in your home, whatever the case may be, it's going to be like 10 times harder.
Maybe not, because some other places might have better resources or better help. Charlotte as a music scene, I don't really feel as though it's too collaborative as it could be as you compare out to like Atlanta. Everybody knows each other. Of the few times that I have gone to a studio, I was talking to the engineer there and whatnot, just like, yo, how do you artists meeting artists, any events where people get together, and he's like, it's not really like that. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people just wanting to collaborate. There's a lot of selfish people. There's a lot of people that's got their like nose up to everybody, unjustly. So, like if you like that, then okay, be like that. But there's a lot of bums trying to be like they someone. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is in Hollywood. Hollywood is definitely like that. Like when I went out there, what I didn't see is a lot of like over here we have like a lot of showcases or just like music events where bubbling artists come, they do their thing, whatever the case may be. Out there, it's just more like nightlife type shit. And there's definitely like an open hole in the market for that type stuff. Yeah. They like have showcases, but when they do have showcases, it's just featuring like bigger artists than
I feel like Charlotte does have a good thing over the showcases for like small artists, but ultimately, what is that really gonna do for them?
I mean, experience.
You get experience. You get to meet some people
and networking.
Yeah.
What you got to do anyways? You got to build your fan base. You got to
do that.
Work your track. You got to do it anyways.
Yeah, and a lot of networking is just going to be like 90% of the time just waste of time. You're not going to get a lot of stuff. Well, that's just what it is. I mean, that's just like marketing. You can market to a whole lot of people, but how many people are actually going to be wanting to buy? It's a numbers game. Yeah. So it's just, do I want to invest my time in something like that where it's going to be a whole lot of things that's not pan out, or do I want to put my time into something more useful, making more music, doing whatever, figuring out what I can do. So that's just where I'm at with this year. Is definitely a big goal of just putting myself out there more, doing some shows, doing some networking, meeting some people, seeing where it can go.
Is that what you feel like you were lacking on years prior to?
No, years prior to, aside from last year, networking stuff wasn't even my priority. Gotcha. It was making
music,
making my
working
stuff,
on your craft,
making my stuff to where it's at a level where I want it at.
Gotcha.
I feel as though I'm not quite there where it's like perfect too, but I feel like I'm at a much higher level than most people.
Who do you work with as far as like production wise, or do y'all do y'all stuff?
Nah, I just find people online. I don't have a in city producer or whatnot, so that's also part of the thing of what we're really wanting to do is just build out the Avengers of people on our team. You know, have a photographer, have a videographer, have an engineer, have people that can fill these specialized roles so that we can put more focus into other things, and so we can just build up, divide and conquer type deal.
Facts.
So,
and also you won't be like so split brain whenever you're doing.
Yeah. And so you have more time. You're not rushing through things, because if you can take more time with them, more than likely that whatever you're putting time into is going to come out at a higher quality.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, look, man, you know.
So, trying out here.
So what's next? What's
next is probably going to drop some new singles coming up soon, just to keep it back up, get it going, then drop that EP, music videos for ideally all the songs on there. Have like a whole, I have like a whole like concept of like every music video is intertwined in some way, shape, or form or whatnot. From there, do some shows, meet some more people, push harder. Try to collaborate with other artists too is another thing. Get some features going. Give out some features. Just work with other media personalities and entities.
Who's some dream? What's a dream feature that you have? Like
locally or just of all time?
Anybody in the industry alive, pick and choose.
There's this man called Beethoven. I'm telling you.
Beethoven?
Yeah, you got to watch out for him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I got to look him up. Tell me more about him. Where's he from? Anything like that?
I'm talking about like the classical composer.
Oh,
Beethoven.
You're talking about Beethoven.
Yeah, the one and only, of course.
Oh,
if
my
I could
God.
get a feature from him, but I don't know if I have like a dream feature. I would like to work with other people and whatnot. Of course, you would like to get like the Kanye feature,
for sure,
Drake feature, or whatnot. But I don't really have a dream feature. It's just right now I just have where I want my music to be, and wherever comes with that comes with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I was looking. Speaking of Kanye, I was looking at
that's that boy. Yay.
This post. I think it was on TMZ. So you know how he got out of his. So he had basically got blackballed for his anti-Semitic comments.
What do you say that was anti-Semitic?
Well, I'm just letting you know. I don't know. Well, anti-Semitic is basically when
I know what that is, but what did he say?
So he was basically just talking about Jewish people, basically, and that's what a Jewish person was saying was anti-Semitic is specifically for the Jewish race. Like,
was he saying something negative, or what did he say?
So, I guess the thing about Ye is his delivery of how he says
it's
stuff.
crazy how you like a professional lyricist and you work with words, but like you just deliver words badly. That's part of Ye's charm. That's part of Ye's charm.
So the way he delivered it, it definitely came off like not good. But I think he went back and said like he was not paying homage, but he was like appreciative how the Jewish community operates, and he was saying like we as black people, we need to operate like that, et cetera, et cetera. But that's not it. So, okay, boom. So his anti-Semitic comments, basically, so you know how he lost his deal with Adidas. They basically,
yeah, but they still using the easy designs I saw.
Exactly. But they're not selling them at all.
Okay.
Because Kanye will still get a lower percentage of everything that's still sold. So they said, we're not cutting him no checks. But for them doing that,
They still gonna use his designs and put it into other things. So I mean,
guess how much of a loss they're taking though.
How much?
Just guess a number.
Like the whole Adidas?
Yes, from this deal, from them dropping that contract, from them not selling whatever they got left.
I'll say 3 Bs. I don't know. Looks like I do know. Hey.
Yeah, it's like $3.1 billion, bro. I'm like, dang. Is it worth
like
that? He definitely does. And that speaks volumes because they definitely thought they could just like, okay, nigga,
what else does really Adidas have?
Not shit. He basically came in, changed their whole thing, and, you know.
Yeah, hey. Shout out to Ye.
Shout out to Ye. Do you, how important do you think influence is within your career, your music career?
Any public figure influences everything, whether you be a politician, whether you be a local mayor, whether you just be even a manager at whatever you're at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to have influence over the people that are working under you, that look up to you, that are even you're adjacent to, or even people above you. Because if you can influence them, they'll see the value in you. For influence is everything, and long lasting and sustainability. I mean, you have some of the most influential people stay around for the longest and stay around even after death too.
For sure.
And stay around lifetimes too. Mm-hmm. I mean, we still talking about Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's a fact. That's influence. A fact. Are you excited for the Super Bowl halftime show?
Not at all. I don't watch football.
No. I don't really.
Rihanna's in it.
Yeah, Rihanna. Now's her time to come back. I guess this is a little comeback.
Hey, I did like the Weeknd's Super Bowl performance from I think it was last year or the year before. I did like that.
They released like a little chart or whatever the case may be, but they had like Michael Jackson's. I think it was just top 13, but they had his as like 8 or something like that. I'm like, dang.
I don't know who's all performed, but I'll be there one day.
Yeah.
Hey, keep that number 1 slot open for me.
That's crazy. Do you think it'll be like nerve-wracking to perform in front of like
I feel like at that
thousands?
When you're at that level, you've earned the right to be there, which means you've just put in the time, which means if you're still nervous at that time, maybe that's just your personality, you're just anxious or whatever. But for me personally, no, I would never be.
Do you feel like you can make it as far if you are nervous or just like
you can, because if that's who you truly are, your fans will resonate with that, and you'll have some sort of connection with that and relatability to that. You can still be very like I think even like The Weeknd was never really like a open performer when he was starting out, right? Mm-hmm. He was more like a shy personality, like
for sure.
So I mean, and he's one of the biggest in the world. So yeah, I mean, as long as you can have your skill set overcompensate for that, you'll be all right. Yeah.
Facts. Okay, so what we about to do is I'm going to say a word, okay? And when I say a word, I want you to, let me know the first thing that comes to mind when I say this word. All right. Money.
Power.
Okay. Education.
Learning, but that's not it. I'll say power again. Education's power. Same thing. Learning was the first thing.
Yeah. Music.
Influence.
Superstar.
Idol. Have no idols though.
Okay. Kanye West.
GOAT.
Okay. Charlotte, North Carolina.
Potential. Like Charlotte has a lot of potential for what it can be. I think it's one of the hottest real estate markets this year to come into. It's just growing so fast, and there's a lot of things in Charlotte. Charlotte gets overlooked for a lot of things. I mean, we got an NFL team and an NBA team in here. We have legends that come out of here too.
For sure.
Jodeci's from Charlotte. You know that?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. The Baby was the biggest rapper like at that time when he was coming out Charlotte. Charlotte's got a lot of potential. Just needs to capitalize on it.
For sure. Okay, so now I'm going to say a sentence.
Okay.
And you're going to finish my sentence.
This might get okay.
Okay. All right, so if I was not rapping, I would be
still making money.
Still making money. If I wasn't a boss, I would be
a worker.
Okay. I love music so much
that I sing.
Okay. God has done
amazing things.
Before I leave this earth, I want to
let y'all know I was on here.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, and last but not least, how I always end my interviews is with one piece of advice.
Okay.
All right, so what I want you to do is give one piece of advice. We'll start with all of Charlotte. Give one piece of advice to Charlotte.
Advice
as a whole.
Charlotte as a whole is they need better city infrastructure, man. Them roads is crazy. Everything they're not packed. The one time we had All-Star Weekend here, we was not prepared for it. Charlotte needs to stop pretending to be something what it's not. It's not prepared for a lot of things. It just but again, potential. It has a lot of things for that.
Facts. Give one piece of advice to people just now coming in contact with your music.
Stick around for it, compare it, live with it, sit with it. I plan to be making music for a long time. I plan to be, when I make it, on for a long time too. I think it's a good reflection of me just because I'm a genuine person. My music is genuine. A lot of people would get on here, my music is different. Oh, but it sounds like so-and-so.
Yeah.
Oh, you dressed like so-and-so. Oh, you're doing this trend. Oh, yeah. Got it. It's not a lot of genuine people, I feel like, in the world. You a genuine person. That's why we got along. Hey. I'm a genuine person, and I just feel as though that shines through my music too.
Facts. And then lastly, give one piece of advice to the future you. Let's say 10 years down the line, give one piece of advice. However you envision yourself, 10 years down the line, give one piece of advice to that guy.
I'm going to tell you the same thing past me said. You doing your thing. You don't need no advice. You doing your thing right now for a reason. So keep doing that.
Yes, sir. Social media, and we gone. And any last words you want to say?
Really just on Instagram. I don't use it a whole lot, but got to use it to promote stuff. So it's just _ Austin Fortson, Fortson, another underscore at the end. Music, just go by Austin Fortson. So that's on all streaming platforms or whatnot. And then you said what else?
Any last words?
Man, it's my boy A-Dog here, Mouthin Out. We're Mouthin Out, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to be doing, both of us, just great things in the city, great things in our endeavors, you know what I'm saying? As long as he's genuine, a lot of people are just going to connect with that. A lot of people are just going to vibe with that. Over 700 interviews for a reason, my man. My man's consistent. My man's out here.
Yes, sir. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for tapping in. Make sure you tap in with his music. What was a song that you wanted to send him to?
Y'all could go check out Dream Girl, the music videos.
Dream Girl, there we go.
On YouTube now.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Just type in Austin Fortson Dream Girl.
Let's do that for sure.
Check out that beautiful looking scenery.
All right. I'm your host, Adrian Nyce. This is Mouthin Out, and we are out. Peace.
Deuces.
Mouthin Out.